Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Cheese here bringing you some more Go Battle League battles. Today we're hopping into the Open Great League. Wanted to try out the Jellicent basically with the move Surf. So I'm using my old team. It actually got me the win streak of 12. I'm running the Shadow Abomasnow in the lead, but I say swap of Jellicent, having Shadow Ball and Surf, and then I switched my Azumarill. Instead of having Hydro Pump, I made him have actually Ice Beam. I think then it will at least have coverage in the event of we do run into a grass. I must say this team worked pretty well. I didn't manage to get the 12 win streak again, but overall a good win condition. Managed to go 4-1, 4-1. Let's hop into those battles and see how well it went. In the first matchup here, we have the Shadow Abomasnow against Lantern. This is a good lead for me. Resists all its moves. He switches out now into his Stunfist. I come in with my Jellicent, knowing that Jellicent now has access to Surf. As you can see, it gets to the Surfs quite quickly. So I'm quite happy and does a decent amount of damage. Plus also now it gets stabbed. Opponent will now fire for charge move. It is the Earthquake. I know shielded there. I'm going to be able to get to the Surf before he gets to his next charge move. Going to fire it off. Let's see if he wants to shield it on his side. He knows shields it. He's probably going to come in with the Lantern and then look to farm down and take all the energy, which is fine with me. Let's hope I can at least get to another Shadow Ball. And I don't manage to get there. I get to the Surf. Going to throw it. Let's see if the opponent is counting. And he is. He knows shields it on his side. Now I'm going to come in with my Shadow Abomasnow. He actually comes in now with a Talon Flame. I switch into my Azumarill. He's going to go for a charge move. If it is a Brave Bird, it's fine. I don't need to shield it. He actually throws down the Flame Charge. I'm going to now count and try and throw perfectly so he doesn't get the Sneak Incinerate through. I'm going to throw the Ice Beam. Let's see if he shields it. He does shield it. And I think the opponent now sees that and basically concedes the matchup, and it should be GG's. Next matchup, Shadow Abomasnow against Sableye. This is somewhat decent for me. Opponent switches out into a Shadow Walrein. I guess I should have swapped out much quicker. I think a bit of an error on my side there. Now I'm going to take this Earthquake, but I actually managed to shield it. That's good for me. I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. Let's see if the opponent wants to shield on his side. He actually does shield on his side, which is not bad for me. He's now definitely going to get to the next Earthquake before I do, because I allowed him to get those extra Powder Stones through. I managed to survive. I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. Let's see if he wants to win switch on his side. He actually does shield it. He should now manage to farm me down. And he does do on his side. I come in now with my Shadow Abomasnow. He's gonna fire the first Icicle Spear. I think I made a mistake here. I should have CMP'd and definitely won and kept the shield. But now because I lost or actually tapped one extra, I have to shield it. He switches out into Sableye. I come in now with my Azumarill. Gonna go straight for the Play Rough. Opponent gets to the return much quicker than I do. So he'll basically get there. So I'll do at least 2 bubbles extra. And now gonna go straight for the Play Rough. This should take out definitely the Sableye. Let's see what he comes in. Now what he comes in extra is Walrein. Could mean he has something weak in the back. To Azumarill, I'm going to go straight for the Play Rough to try and keep the Azumarill, I can say, kind of healthy. In the back, he's actually got a ready steal. Definitely nothing I can do there. I can see the matchup, and that should be GG's. Next matchup, what a lead here. Shadow Abomasnow against Trevenant. I'm going to try and throw this Weather Ball as soon as I get it, but the opponent does what a catch on his side onto the Azumarill, dealing not super effective. I'm going to now charge up a little extra, counting his charge moves, trying to catch, but the opponent doesn't throw on his side. I come with my Jellicent. I know Jellicent can take these moves quite easily. This is going to be the Play Rough. I should get to the Shadow Ball here. I think Shadow Ball should take out the Azumarill. He's no shields the first one. Gonna now go. He's going to throw another charge move. This definitely should be the Play Rough. Can survive from here, and I should be able to get to the Shadow Ball before he does. Let's see if he wants to win switch here on his side. Gonna throw the Shadow Ball, and he no shields it. Might come in with a Trevenant to look to farm down, and he does come in with a Trevenant and he farms down on his side. I'm already at a charge move. I'm gonna throw immediately, but seems like the opponent did a swap there. What I saw from the opponent, switching to Scrafty. Not good, not bad for me. I know that Azumarill was Scrafty. He needs to power punch quite a bit and then throw a foul play, but still I don't need to shield anything on my side here. Gonna get to the first Play Rough. You're gonna overcharge and throw. Let's see if he wants to keep this alive. I'm guessing he wants to, because Shadow Abomasnow is gonna definitely annihilate his Trevenant. He's now gonna throw a charge move. If this is the foul play, it's also fine. He does a decent amount of damage, but not too much to worry about. Gonna go straight here for the Ice Punch. Let's see if he wants to shield. He definitely is gonna shield on his side. Now if I'm up, I'm thinking that maybe he's gonna try and catch here. After he throws his charge move, I shield on my side. He's a power punch, very bad shield. I ended up switching to my Abomasnow, thinking maybe he's gonna switch to his Trevenant to try and get or to try and throw. So I swap out my Abomasnow, but luckily I'm at the charge move. But as you see, this count is how much they're doing. He's now gonna come in with Trevenant. Gonna fire off. Let's see if it is a Shadow Ball. Is a Seed Bomb. I survive, and the opponent makes a mistake here. throws another seed bomb. If they farm down, they would have definitely won the matchup because Azumarill would have lost CMP. I was also one shot from the Ice Beam, but when doing that, I managed to now take the win, and that should be GG's. Next matchup, shout out Abomasnow against the Alola Ninetales. Charm is chunking me here. Gonna farm a bit extra. He's now gonna fire for charge move. I know this is the weather ball, it's not super effective, but look at Jellicent. Jellicent's already almost in the red. Gonna go straight for the surf here. Let's see if he shields. He actually does shields, thinking maybe it's gonna be a shadow ball. Now I can throw the hard hitting move. Let's see if the opponent wants to go 2 shields down. He doesn't want to go 2 shields down, and he manages to charm me down. I'm gonna wait a little bit for my timer here because I swapped out and he didn't. Coming on my shadow Abomasnow, he's gonna fire for charge move. I'm gonna shield once and look to farm down and take all this energy. This depends what he comes in the back, and I managed to farm down there. He's gonna now come in with a Scrafty. I'm gonna go straight here for the energy ball, the hard hitting move. If you want to shield it, he actually won't shield it. I come in now with my Azumarill. He's gonna now come in with a Skarmory. Gonna go straight for this Ice Beam. Let's see if you want to shield, thinking maybe it's gonna be the Hydro Pump. He no shields on his side. Opponent now gonna fire for charge move here. Let's see if it is the Brave, but I think we did CMP here. It is actually just a Sky Attack. We did CMP here. Let's see if he wants to shield this on his side. He actually no shielded. I know he's now gonna probably try a Sky Attack. My only win condition is to keep Azumarill alive. I shielded and I'm gonna look to farm down here. Now it comes down to the Scrafty. Yeah, I make a decision to say let me swap out, because if he power punches against my Azumarill, he's gonna basically counter me down on my Abomasnow. So at least I managed to get the shield out of the way there. Now I know I can just reach this Ice Beam and should take out the Scrafty, and that should be GG's. Very well played. Very battles there. Next matchup, we have Abomasnow against Hypno. This is somewhat, I would say, a good matchup. You can see the confusion are chunking me. Need to watch for the fire punch though. I throw at 4 just when he gets to the fire punch here. Hope he is running fire punch. Firstly, I go to 2 extra powder snow and swap out. Let's hope I did catch the right move, and I did catch the right move. Is a fire punch. Opponent now comes in with an Azumarill. This is good for me. Azumarill, his bubbles are resisted. Or he can hit me with Play Rough, which doesn't do a decent amount of damage to Jellicent, if I can say. He's now gonna fire for charge move. I know this is gonna be the Play Rough. I should manage to get to this Shadow Balls before he does. Gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball here. Let's see if he wants to shield it and try and win switch advantage. He doesn't shield it on his side. I know I can no shield. They're probably gonna come in with my Azumarill itself and farm down. So I guess I thought there to say, you know what, maybe let me come and get some energy on Azumarill and see how it goes. And it seems like the opponent has something in the bag as victory. You can see the matchup. That's GG's. Very well played. Next matchup here, we have Shadow Abomasnow against the Shadow Drapion. Drapion gets to charge moves quite quickly. I threw the first one, he shields. We managed to CMP on the next one. I'm hoping this is not the Sludge Bomb. Actually is the Crunch Bait, and I don't get the debuff. That's good for me. Gonna now throw this Weather Ball. Let's see if the opponent wants to shield it. He does double shield it on his side. Gonna now get to this next Weather Ball, but opponent throws just before I get there. I'm going to definitely shield here and throw the Weather Ball as soon as I can, but it looked like the opponent did an amazing swap knowing what I was going to do. He switched out into Deoxys. This is good for me. Both our shields are down. I'm worried that he can get to the Thunderbolts before I can, which will do a decent amount of damage to me, but it's actually just a Rock Slide, so that's good for me. I go 2 or actually 3 extra. Slight mistake there because now I'm going to have to take this Rock Slide, but I know it won't KO me. He actually throws a Psycho Boost. I actually now go to even over 100% energy. Gonna throw the Shadow Ball, definitely gonna KO the Deoxys. Let's see what he wants to come back in now. Does he want to come back into the Drapion? They got a self ready for him. He actually does come into the Drapion and does a swap. As you can see the animation there. This opponent, some good plays there from his side. I come in my Shadow Abomasnow and I can get to this Weather Ball quite quickly. Whimsicott now having access to Fairy Wind, you get to the charge move quite quickly. Definitely want to consider using that maybe in the Open Ultra League because of its typing as well as moveset. And then I take him out there with my Shadow Abomasnow 1 HP. Next matchup, positive lead there, Altaria against Shadow Abomasnow. He switches out into a Azumarill. I'm gonna now throw this energy ball on shield. He does shield. I switch out now into my Jellicent. I know that Jellicent can win this matchup, even though he's ahead on energy. It's fine with me. He throws a Play Rough. I don't shield it on my side. I'm gonna go a bit extra over and now throw the Shadow Ball. I think this was a CMP tie actually. He no shielded on his side. He's not gonna fire for charge move. I no shield it, and the bubbles can't actually threaten me, so I can get to this next Shadow Ball before he can get to another move. If you want to shield it, it's fine. I probably will match shield and try to get. Actually, I wouldn't have gotten it. My HP is low. He doesn't want to go 2 shields down, so he now comes in with his Altara to farm down. I come in my Shadow Abomasnow. I'm going to throw this Weather's Ball as soon as I get to it. He doesn't switch out. Could be maybe something weak in the back to Shadow Abomasnow. He farms up to look like a sky attack and switches out. He's actually got a Bastiodon. Now this is bad for me. Opponent doesn't know that my Azumarill is not running Hydro Pump. If I was, it's on the GG's, he's got no shield. Now this is a bit of a tricky matchup for Azumarill. Reason being is one, my Azumarill is not XL. It looks like his Bastiodon is actually XL because you can see it's taking the moves quite easily. Its health is not really reduced. It's only halfway now. I have to shield everything that the opponent does throw at me. I'm expecting at some point he's going to try and swap out. Need to be ready for it, and there we go, he does swap out. This is going to be the sky attack here. I'm debating if I should have switched out, but I actually think that I don't. It's going to throw now this Ice Beam, which takes it out. Now it's going to be a race to the finish. Bubble at least is bringing it quite low. Going to throw this Ice Beam as soon as I get to it. I know that I got a move stored on my Shadow Abomasnow. I bring it low enough where my Shadow Abomasnow can win CMP and throw this, and then this should take the matchup and should be GG's. Very well played. Jumping to the next matchup, Shadow Abomasnow against Swampert. Positive lead here for me. He switches out into Skarmory. I come in now with my Azumarill. Maybe I should have come in with Jellicent. Yes, debatable. I just thought that Swampert, if it's got Sludge Wave, then you can threaten my Azumarill. Hence I came with it against the Skarmory. He's going to now fire for charge move. Even if he throws a Brave Bird first, it's not a problem for me. He actually does go for the Brave Bird. Yeah, I make a slight error. I go 1 over and then I lose CMP against the Skarmory. So now my energy is wasted here. I'm going to throw it and actually not tap any bubbles. Look to farm, at least have a move stored. He actually does a swap into his Swampert. Yeah, I make a mistake. I go for the bait. He knows he's going to lose a matchup anyway. I then throw the Weather Ball, and guess what? The opponent doesn't shield. He's now going to fire for charge move. I'm holding my fingers crossed on a Sludge Wave, and it actually is a Sludge and takes me out. I come with my Jellicent immediately. I know that Jellicent resists both his moves. I was quite shocked to see something here. Sludge Wave did a decent amount of damage. I'm thinking maybe I can farm down here and the opponent gets another Sludge Wave. Now I'm like, I have to shield because already it'll be too low. Now I'm 2 shields down. What is going to come back in with? He actually comes in with the it looked like Abomasnow himself and wanted to catch, but I don't throw. I switch into my Azumarill trying to get energy. I throw the play rough. He knows shielded on his side. This is basically over. He's going to keep 2 shields for here unless I can get to 3 surfs or maybe 2 surfs and 1 Shadow Ball, but I doubt it because Abomasnow is going to get to the energy ball and win CMP against me, and I'm too short. Basically, if I threw surf, they wouldn't have even KO'd him, and he throws the energy ball, and that should take me out. That's GG's. Very well played. I must say this team worked pretty well. I haven't seen any flyers around. Not sure what's the change in meta here. I've been playing Ultra League for quite some time now, but I decided to switch over to Great League just to see what's going on. I must say that it's pretty decent. Jellicent with surf. I think it has more coverage for the ground types, as well as, for example, Bastiodon or your Galarian Stunfisk or even your fire Pokemon. But overall, I'd say the team did pretty well. Would recommend it. Definitely do try it out. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.